Now, Trevor, Arsenal last night, I caught the tail end of it. I was pretty much predicting that Arsenal would beat Leeds. The win stretches their unbeaten run now to 8. Any question marks still over Arsenal that they could eventually start doing it against top sides? Now, I mean that with all due respect. 8 games with wins over Leeds, Villa, Tottenham, Wimbledon, Burnley, Norwich, draws against Brighton and Crystal Palace, but none of the big boys yet.
No, but they're coming. They've got Leicester City on Saturday. They've got Liverpool in a couple of weeks. Newcastle, Watford, obviously with a great result last weekend. So they've got some tests coming up. But what you would say is they've won 5, drawn 3, conceded only 4 goals in them games, and they've got 5 clean sheets. So for me, you look at the spine of the team. Ramsdale, I think he's starting to win more people over because at the start I thought it was a hell of a lot of money to pay for him. But he's gone in the sticks. He's doing really well. 5 clean sheets in your last 8 games. You can't ask for much more than that. Ben White and Gabriel are starting to form a great partnership down the spine of that defence. Partey, at last, I'm sure the Arsenal fans are agreeing, fit, starting to have pop shots, starting to look like he's menacing. Time. Yeah, but he's starting to look menacing there, starting to look like he's got to the pace of the Premier League and starting to enjoy it. Lokonga, again, a young player. Nice little mix that. Partey with the experience, Lokonga without the experience, but got legs, got loads of enthusiasm, looks like he wants to learn. And then for me, when you look at an Arsenal side of the last 5, 7, 10 years, when they look their most dangerous, Lacazette and Aubameyang are in the side. Yeah,
and when they're on song, they do it.
Well, Lacazette, he's got so much energy. He's quick. I think he's got a great commitment towards the cause. Yeah, and I think he's in his last year of his contract, so he's got a lot to prove.
Well, Simon, you getting excited in any way about Arsenal?
No. When they play Leicester and Liverpool, they get ripped a new one. They're a mile off. This time last week, Palace should have beaten them. I'm not suggesting that we diminish Palace, but they are a lesser side in people's perspective than Crystal Palace, a lesser club. Yet they went to Arsenal after the first 20 minutes. Arsenal were having a very difficult time with Palace. If Palace had been a little bit braver in the last 10 minutes, they would have beaten Arsenal.
What are you saying? The substitutes, he should have gone for maybe a forward, or definitely kept on that threat going forward.
Listen, this may be the layman in me as a former owner rather than manager or player, but the very thing that gets you into a position perhaps is the very thing that you possibly shouldn't change. Yeah. And Palace were in control of the game. Arsenal were struggling with them, and of course they get themselves in front, and there's 10 minutes to go, and they decide that they're going to change the direction. They take the centre forward off. They're going to change and bank up and invite them on. And it came on, and it came on, and came on till eventually they scored. Yeah. If you look at the teams that Arsenal have played, Leeds are in a state of flux at the moment because half their team isn't available. Yeah, the games that they've won and the games that they've drawn. Aston Villa are a little bit off at this moment in time, so I take nothing from the fact that Arsenal are building some confidence.
You're right, Simon, and it's Leicester this Saturday, 12:30. So that's when we find out more.
I think you find out. I mean, Leicester are a good side, but I think you find out exactly how far they are off when Liverpool do what they've just done to Manchester United to Arsenal.
Would you go with that, Trevor?
I think it's going to be very difficult to stop Liverpool doing what they did to Manchester United for most of the Premier League. I think probably Manchester City have shown that they can dominate Liverpool at Anfield without winning the game. But apart from that, I think Chelsea, apart from that, I think Liverpool are pretty much going to do what they want this season.
I think Leeds should be worried. Maybe we'll touch on that later on.
Jim White and Simon Jordan, Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.